How's it going, everybody? Stormedegree 14 here. Welcome back to more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time, we actually helped and saved Twilight Town. We got our identity back, and we got a new partner. Vivian, the Shadow Sister, has joined our team. And with her on our side, we're going to be seeing what we can do to help out. But first thing, we got an email. Oh my goodness, Mario, sounds like you got an email. Let's open up and see what it says. Is it from the professor? Oh no, it's from Peach, obviously. My dear Mario, I have finally learned what the legendary treasure is. It's the spirit of a demon. The Xnauts plan to use its power to take over the world. They're collecting the crystal stars so they can open the Thousand-Year Door and unseal the demon's spirit. Those same crystals can also be used to reseal it. You must not let them get the crystal stars. Please, Mario, you must put a stop to their horrible plans. Princess Peach. Ah, ancient demon spirit. That's all you gotta say about it? Alright then. Okay, so without further ado, let's get a move on. So, first thing we're gonna do is go back to the main town, and we're gonna be doing a few things in town before we set off into the next part of our journey, as always. Right, so we're up and at 'em, back up in Rogueport. Right, so our first stop is actually going to be near the center. Is actually going to be here in this house, I believe. Yep. Okay, so as you remember, we had this little area back here that we could not get through. But now that we can roll up, now we can actually get this star piece, or shine sprite. Right, and if we want to make it back, what we got to do is roll our way into here. Then we come out the guy's drawer. So apparently, everything he puts in that drawer just goes into the backyard. But with that, we got ourselves another shine sprite. And actually, I think that we should take the first stop is to right here. Right, but after this, we're going to be upgrading Vivian. That's for sure. All right. Oh wait, actually no. This is not going to be our stop first. So first official stop is Vivian's place. That is a must. And then from there, we will actually get to see what we want to do. And poof, we're upgraded! Now she knows a move called Fiery Jinx. Yep, now it means she'll be able to conjure a straight-up fire spell on her opponents, which is fan-flippin-tastic. Alright, I get... So, if I check... Hey, seems like there's nothing in the garbage bin. Then look, you must have found the next crystal star. I've been busy too, confirming some stunning things. Before we speak, though, take the crystal star to the Thousand-Year Door, okay? Sure thing. Oh, we got ourselves another email. Mario, or rather, Great Gonzalez, I've realized that I never thanked you for handling my request, so I decided to email you. Never thought for a moment that you, a former champion, would end up taking care of the wrestling trunks for me. After you left here, After you left here, know what Mush said to me? He said, there are some things that you can only be understood by fighting. He's an odd one, Mush. He's actually training now. Yes, he's planning a comeback. You should come by the Glitz Pit if you get some time. You're just the type of star the fans crave, you know. Take care, Jolene. That's nice to hear. We actually will be making our comeback in the Glitz Pit. But for now, we gotta focus on what's more important, and that's getting all the crystal stars and such. I mean, again, we want to be our best before we fight the best. Alright, let's see. So, the first step is down here. We want to do some very important side quests before these. There's not that many side quests, but the ones that are available are absolutely important. Right, so actually, I will meet you guys when I get to the Thousand-Year Door. Sorry, I'm spacing out, apparently, so I'll see you then. Actually, wait a minute! There is something here that will make it easier if we do it now rather than later. So, remember this old spike trap thing that we couldn't get through? With Vivian's ability, we can actually hide in the shadows and avoid the spikes. And if we make it all the way here, we get a very special badge, the Spike Shield badge, making Mario able to jump on spiky foes without being counterattacked. This is a great badge to have if spiked enemies are just hurting you a lot. However, it does not protect you from these traps, though, so you're still going to have to make your way back, because it teleports you to this side, so one sec. Alright, and here we are at the Thousand-Year Door. It's time this revealed in the map where the next place to go is. There it is. Looks like our next stop is the open ocean. Now, if we only had a means to get there is the question.
Quick, let's cruise up to the pro's office. We have to tell the guy about the princess's email.
Well, it would have been easier if we were just there a moment ago, you know. Just saying, trying to work efficiently here.
What?
Yeah, the evil demon. That was written in the Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon? And those fiends want to use the crystal star to open the 1,000-year door and resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered.
Well, come on, give it up, Prof. What did you find out?
This is rather long, so you'd best listen well. Are you all of you ready? And you there, in front of the screen, you listen up too.
Did someone pile drive your head or what? I don't see any screen here, Professor Poindexter.
Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that destroyed the city which once stood there may well refer to this demon. It's said that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by that monster, and that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try and control the world. According to legend, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So, the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they sealed its wicked spirit within the Palace of Shadow, locked behind the 1,000-year door. From this, I gather the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So, if they are all united, they can either seal away or resurrect the demon. Seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they are used for evil or good. Hey, then isn't it possible that we shouldn't gather these crystal stars?
Maybe we ought to just stomp the heck out of them and throw the pieces away.
But that was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. Once the 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail.
Whoa! Let's roll then! To seal the demon, we gotta get the rest of those crystal stars! Where's the next one at?
According to the map, it's somewhere on Keyhall He. Keyhall Key? I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know the usual stuff, vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea halts down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. If all was to think. Yeah, to think that all this time, there is a demonic beast that is hiding behind the 1,000-year door. And it's up to us to collect the crystal stars to stop it. It's quite a damn impressive thing to behold. I mean, as we all know, making deals with demons is never a good idea. Even if you act like you know what you're doing, you're still not knowing what you're doing. Alright, so let me check in here. So, the legendary cookbook. We'll do the first side quest. Want to go find the legendary cookbook for me? It's in a pretty scary place, but there's no way an old gal like me could get it alone. Please come by my house in Rogueport Square for details. Want to take on Zesty's trouble? Sure thing. Do it and do it right. Yeah, if you remember, we did collect the cookbook from inside an area in Dupless's castle. And this cookbook is extremely important to her. Well, you cannot give it to her unless you start up the side quest, which is why I actually didn't want to go here right away just yet. But I accidentally did because I thought we could.
Hey, you took all my trouble. Well, it's really important, so listen up, Mr. Klutz. Ages ago, there was this great legendary chef named Maitre Delish. Rumor has it you instantly become a better chef just by reading his book. Unfortunately, it's an old book that's hard to find. Stores don't carry it. But I've recently heard that someone used to live in Creepy Steeple had a copy. There are many secret rooms in Creepy Steeple, so it's moldering there somewhere. I just have to get my hands on that book and read it. Help me out, Stumblebum. Here you go. An old book made by Maitre Dish. Ah! That's it! That's the book by Maitre Dish! Give it here, quick! Ha ha! I see! Aha! Doo-da-dee-da! What's she making for us? I want to see. Gosh, the cooking animations are so much better in this game. Like, you actually get to see what tools she uses. I've got it now! Just glaze a mushroom with honey syrup for a yummy honey mushroom. Brilliant. Now I can use recipes that require 2 ingredients. Now that's some book. Talk about effective. Thanks, Mr. Staggers. Take this as your reward. You got a honey mushroom. A dessert made by Zesty replenishes 5 HP and FP. Use the recipes that require 2 ingredients, so just ask me anytime. I'm really gonna put my soul into it and cook with a vengeance from this day on. Nice. We solved our trouble, and yeah, now we're able to cook 2 items together. This is super helpful for us. So actually, what I'm gonna do is go to the store real quick and get my cake mixes. There are a lot of different ingredients that use cake mix alongside it. Oh wait, sorry, I need to store a few things because I don't have room in my inventory. Yeah, so if you've been stockpiling cake mixes like I have been, I recommend taking them out now. This is definitely a good time to wield them. There's a lot of stuff you can make with them. Right, so that should do it. Oh wait, I need to take out the stuff. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh! I also will be taking out 1 jam and jelly and 1 ultra mushroom. Okay, so I'll take out the rest of my cake mixes. And that should do it for now. Yep, let's go, let's go. Right, let's see what the graffiti thing says. Graffiti corner. Sometimes I think I'd be better off not ever speaking. Oh, I wish I was still a pig. Eternally gloomy Twilighter. So apparently even Twilight Town comes to talk about things. Right, so now I'm going to show you some of the incredible things that she can cook with 2 items. So first up is taking a cake mix and a super mushroom. Alright, show me what you got, Zesty. Sorry to keep you waiting, I'm not entirely sure you like this, but go on, take it. We get a mushroom cake, which replenishes 10 HP and 10 FP. This is fantastic of an item. Yeah, so you can combine mushrooms with cake mix to make that. You can also combine a fire flower with cake mix, which actually makes a pretty interesting dessert. Sorry to keep you waiting. Sure you like this. So we get a fire pop, which replenishes 20 FP. That is a phenomenal thing. And now for the last one. If you can guess, combining the ultra mushroom with the jam and jelly makes something truly to behold. You get a Jelly Ultra, a dessert made by Zesty, replenishes 50 HP and FP. This is single-handedly the best item in the entire game. Though, it is a bit weird how high it is, because that is seriously overkill for what it is. But it is a fantastic item. You definitely want to save at least 1 Ultra Shroom and 1 Jam and Jelly to make that dish, because they're not easy to come by. So I'm going to make this gold leaf, which will be something really helpful once I make it. Right, that's tea. If we combine cake mix with honey, you get a honey candy, which can replace 20 FP. Now, if you combine cake mix with a syrup, you get a Zest cookie. A cookie made by Zesty replenishes 15 HP and at 15 FP.
Yeah, really good items so far. Combine, there's a lot of more things you can combine with cake mix to make some really good stuff here. I think I'll keep a good amount of these items on me because they'll definitely be very helpful when the time comes. I'm obviously going to be putting the Jelly Ultra away because I do not want that in my inventory and I do not want to accidentally use it, so I'm going to put that away. So, we actually have one last quest to do, and it's an elusive badge quest. However, the person is unknown. I am after an elusive badge. I must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zesty's house in Rogueport Square. Posters anonymous may be dangerous. Want to take on this trouble? Yep, you got it. Do it and do it right. Understood. So, the person wants to meet us on top of the house. So let's go up there and see what they want. Oh, Luigi! Hey, bud, I was waiting to talk to you.
Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island to got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It's pretty exciting, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story.
I would love to hear your story.
Well, like I said, it's a long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes right there on the trophy they give to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then the only thing to do was to enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers are crazed. But I worked up to my courage to sign the penny when my race day finally came. I got to one of the best karts, the big green 01, and took my position at the starting line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other karts crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only kart left. I won by a country mile, bro. Took the piece off from the trophy and headed to the marvelous compass. Compass came back to life and pointed me towards Jazz of Fraz town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed through my ears again. All my princess random words would form poetry as spoken by your voice. It will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's when it's been up with me. Interesting. So he crashed a kart that was really important to win. Impressive, honestly. Yeah, I'm Torque, and don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair cost. Oh boy. Poor Luigi. The only partners that go with him are just partners that like want something owed from him because he messes up. Come on. I feel like it feels so bad for Luigi having terrible luck. But I guess hopefully he has better luck in the future. It seems like we have some interesting luck right now. Miss Mouse! Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping young fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair, of that much I'm sure. I went to check the room after you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I hear rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means, though. Anyway, look for it, okay, sweetie? Interesting dilemma. So she wants us to find her a badge all the way in Hooktail's castle. Guess I'll see you guys when I arrive there. Alright, also real quick, I just want to say that when I came down here, Twilight Town opened up. It'll open up as soon as you go down to the 1,000-year door and open the map. I wanted to show that because the cutscene played and I wasn't recording at the time, so
Anyways, I'll meet you back at Hooktail's castle. Okay, so actually, as I was exploring, I accidentally fell off of this ledge here. And if you do, there's actually a star piece that I missed after all this time. You could have gotten that the entire time you were in Hooktail Castle. You just had to fail that jump once. Alright. That should be all the secrets, but I'll let you know if anything pops up until I get there. So here we are, back in Hooktail's Castle. So, again, Miss Mouse talked about how there was a badge in here that when we go to Hooktail's Castle, we have to use the wind. So if you get Flurry out... I said, if you get Flurry out and go to the center of the room... Yep. There's a badge right here. The elusive badge. The badge Miss Mouse is looking for. Let's take it right to her. Yep, this is what she was looking for, so... we'll have to make our journey back to get to her. We're finally back with Miss Mouse's badge. So, that face, does it mean you found the badge? Sure does, Miss Mouse. Well, this is certainly the badge I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now, my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize. But I knew you'd find it, my handsome cheese hunk. You may have even more badge-finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Because, I'm sure you'll find lots of badges that way, don't you think? Now about the reward, let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Right, we got the sound effects B badge. Makes it sound a little mousy. Now let me formally state that I will now enjoy you with the pleasure of my company. Well, you stop getting us the Black Plague. Yep, Miss Mouse has joined our party. She's a completely optional ally. Her best trait is that she can sniff around for items that are in the area. Her nose will generally twitch the more she smells. Yep. Yeah, she can let you know if something is hidden or not. Yep, whenever something is interesting nearby, her nose will twitch. Press X again, ever check the air. Based on what she says, she'll... Again, you get the idea. She's an item tracker if you're struggling to find items. Honestly, perfect ability for... I will say that despite her being an optional character, I think that's the perfect ability for an optional character. She has a move called Love Slap and Kiss Thief. She has the ability to steal items from enemies. If we see the enemy have an item, she has a chance to steal it from them. You solved the trouble, yep. And now she's a permanent member of our team. Yes, there should be something nearby, she says. I wonder what that something is. Yes, as we walk around from now on, if her nose starts to sniff a bunch, it means she found something of interest. Let me guess, is it that chest up there? There's something right near us. Yeah, it's the chest from before. She'll actually let you know if there are no more items in a certain spot. Right, and with that, that should be all of the major quests that I think we have to deal with. So now we can move on to getting into the main area. Or getting into the next crystal star. So we were told to go talk to the people in town over here. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more, ah? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance, motion, probably thrills, money maybe. I'd say you lack emotion. Emotion, you say, ah? I suppose each life must experience some emotion. Yes, the gradual process that forever alters the landscape of life like rain on dirt. Ah, no, foolish Flavio! Not erosion, you silly man! What I need is emotion! Wait, hold the horses, that is it! You discovered something, buddy? Not that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of a treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer! Oh, such happiness for me, a hunt for pirate treasure! Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion, even money! So, good way of saying that no matter what I chose, you'd say the same thing. Do you not know the tale, the Pirate King's treasure hidden on Keyhole Key? Ah, well, tales say that a Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot, but not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that a ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek! It is because of this very rumor that people no longer go to Keyhole Key. Well, I mean, I don't know, I guess that's fair. I will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, treasure extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you're saying? Talk of the legendary treasure here beneath Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in the dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing such stupid rumors about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no! Now that what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean, show me. Yep, we got treasure. Are you having a joke on me? This map leads straight to Keyhole Key. You swine. You mean to steal my treasure out from under me? You awful, awful man. Well, now I'm confused. You are looking for things known as crystal stars? Yes. But now that I am thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortex's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be. Oh, stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business for me suggests. This must be fated work. Flavio shall go with you to Keyhole Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Oh, you must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship? You unfortunate foolish land. Do you not know who I am? I still have a ship. I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be a massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid! Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you will be captain. Ah, danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. Don't you just love the snobby treasure hunter types? Oh, sorry, I had a bad yawn there. Oh my goodness. Right, well, since we have all the business taken care of, I recommend stockpiling, for the most part, whatever items you will have. There will be a shop in the area at hand, but I recommend gathering items beforehand and make sure you have all your business set out before you leave. Let's see here. We also noticed that the mouse guy is no longer here. He's finally gone on his expedition, and hopefully he comes back with a payment worthy of our investment. So this is his crew. We even have a certain crew member right here, too. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Starboard ho! Port ho! Giant monster blooper ho! I'm practicing my hose! What are you practicing your hose? Lash, my dreams have gone true. I'm gonna open my very own shop on Keyhole Key. I don't care if it's small or ramshackle, it'll be mine. I just have one slight worry. Keyhole Key is a deserted Crescent Island. You think I'll get much foot traffic? Probably not. I might as well tell you, my brother went to Keyhole Key and never returned. I was Rosie just thinking of it, but I decided to work up my courage to sail there. Good for you, man. Hey, any toad with courage is a worthy toad in general. I always dreamed of the day I'd leave this town. I don't care if there are pirates or ghosts or undead vampires where we're going. It's gotta be the world's better than this stinkhole. Probably. Hey, oh yes, I'm gonna be filthy rich. I cannot wait to leave port. Ah, yes, so it is you, Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull and pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water, top among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Yes? Did you speak?
Yes, it is. Oh, of course, the problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. Yes, it's Flavion. She bewitches me. Yes, well, here is the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, he is the highest-ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Keyhole Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman from our navigator. It is how you say, a pickle? Oi, Flavio! Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery, a salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have an helmsman's touch. Sir, if we can find a ship's bow, he can find a ship's bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him in the seas of late. Bust up, boom! Problem solved. Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. It is, as is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That will be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, aye. It sounds fair. I'm on board. Good plan. Sure thing. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Alrighty then. So our ship is not able to move without a proper navigator. That certainly stinks, if I can put. Off to the island, are you? Well, at least Flavio's ship is at the best in the harbor. You ought to be fine as long as you don't see any ghosts. But if the pirating's curse is real, there ain't a ship on the sea that can save you. Admiral Bobbery? Now that you mention it, I've heard the bloke was a navigator like no other. Horse, I also heard he was dead. That's the thing about rumors. What's true? Fair enough point. Guess we'll have to do our best talk. Admiral Bobbery. Yeah, sure, that bloke used to practically live at Portly's place in the inn by the town square. Sometimes that lovely wife of his would swing by to pick him up. I see, so he's likely to be... So he lives nearby the tavern, you say? Well, if that's the case, then maybe the tavern keeper knows where he is. Fear, Bob, I'm blowing up is like throwing a punch for an ordinary bloke. If you want to leave the biggest impression, you gotta do it with perfect timing. Me mum said that once you learn the time and you're finally an adult, babam. Ah, mum. Means go scram! Don't talk to me, my heart's burning for my long-last love. I'm seeing the ordinary beauty at the juice shop in Glitzville. No matter how many times I flirted, she never paid me the slightest attention. Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, I know. You know that house that just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Well, as fate would know it, we really need his help. Right, so he said he lives on the eastern side of town. This should be the better means in. Right, so I think the building he's talking about, specifically this one. But it seems like there's no way inside. Hey, Bandy Andy is over there. With our Yoshi friend, we should be able to hop over here. The other day I saw this guy jumping from roof to roof. Man, he was so dashing. But you know, actually, he might have been a bandit. Maybe that's why he was sneaking in the chimneys. Sneaking in the chimneys, you say. Interesting. Alright, so we gotta find our way into their house and, oh dear, get eaten by a fish monster. But I think he had the right idea. We'll need to sneak in through the chimney. Real quick, behind the chimney that we need to sneak through, there is a star piece, so don't forget that. And if you go back here, to the top of this house, there is a shine sprite. Don't forget that either. Right, oh no, oh crap. Dang it. Well, I guess while we're down here, I'm gonna upgrade Miss Mouse real quick. I am planning to get everybody fully upgraded once at the end of this game. Normally, I wouldn't bother upgrading Miss Mouse. Again, most of her attacks are not good against certain enemies. Like, enemies with defense, she's helpless against. Again, she's not completely useless. She's decently helpful if you're looking for hidden items.
That's like her main draw, is that she's good at getting items from enemies and from the environment. Right, so without further ado, let's channel our inner Santa and pay this old man a visit.
What do you blokes want?
Can I go in here? But I'm gonna completely ignore him because in his room there's a Shine Sprite. Yep, another Shine Sprite for us. Alright, sir. Now that I've stolen your stuff, I want to talk to you.
Admiral Bobbery? I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please.
Drop the axe, super stats. We already found out that you're Admiral Bobbery.
What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job, hmm? So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea, nevermore.
But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Keyhall Key.
Awfully sorry, dear fellows, but when I say no, what I mean is no! Now away with you!
He really is determined not to help us. What's the next move, Chief? This salty dude is going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean anyway? Oh yeah, do go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. Well, if I know anybody who knows people's problems, it would absolutely be the bartender at the inn. Come on, they listen to drunk, raving people all the time, so they know exactly what problems these people have. Right. I'm gonna have Miss Mouse outside for a bit. You say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Keyhall Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. Right, what can you help us? Fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Please, too, I can take it. No, I hate sad stories. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobby was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good. But not all good things can last. It was particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus. A passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. That's horrible. Why must romance so often end in tragedy? Why? I see why he won't sail. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Unfortunately, we don't have a choice. Surely we can do something. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, I'll give you this. Got no letter. The letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery just before she departed. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you that she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, give this letter to him so that he may hear my voice. It was her last request. When I saw Bobby in misery trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed that I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Thank you, Podley. That had to hurt you to admit. We'll deliver the letter. Let's go, Mario. Dang. So that's the truth of Bobbery's story. Poor Bob-omb. He blames himself for his wife's death when it had nothing to do with him. This guy had a letter that could have ended his sadness. And out of sheer fear, he simply just didn't deliver it. I mean, I guess I could understand the fear, but if there was anything to remember his wife by, especially a last letter, you really should have given it to him. I mean, I will respect Podley for owning up to his cowardice, but well, at least he's trying to make up for it now.
What? Oh, by Blubberton's beard, not you again! No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you!
Got a letter for you.
Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting! Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember the time, like love is the tide. You are one with the sea as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. 1,000 pardons. But may I have a moment alone, if you please? Sure thing, bud. Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe? Bound for Keyhole Key? Humph! If you think an old sea bum like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, excellent. The ship's in the harbor, hmm? I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. We did it. Got him in. Man. Gosh, that was such an intense moment there. The poor guy blames himself for everything that happened to his love's life. And she knows that he should love the sea as much as he loved her. Because she knew that he loved both of them. To think that he's been sitting there in that old house like an old hermit. Just because of that. Poor guy has suffered through a lot of stuff, hasn't he? Well, hopefully now things have been put easy. And of course we get that moment of build-up ruined by an email. Hi Mario, how are you? I'm good. No, very good. No, great. Lots of stuff has changed over here, but not the elder being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back and play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away, like a place no one's ever seen? Wow, that'd be fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever have time to come back, come to play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Petunie. You know, it would be nice to go back to Puny Village and see how Petunie is doing, along with her brother. But I think for now, we're good to set sail on an incredible adventure. Right, so let me save my game.
Let me double check my inventory. Are we all set? Yep, that seems about right. Well, without further ado, let's get to sailing. I knew you'd get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustached old man, you! To you, I must say ahoy! I was wise to choose you as captain. Ahoy to me as well! My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies. Yes, preparations are complete. If you have no errands, we can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail? Yep, let's shove off. Very well, to the sea, raise anchor and set sails for thrills and emotions, and romance and money. Our destination is Dread Keyhole Key. Wait up! Alright, the ship shall depart. I will say, how is Bobbery driving the ship? He doesn't have arms. I will say he must be a really skilled captain if that's the case. This is X-01 here. Come in, dude. I repeat, X-01 here. Over. Roger, reading you 5-5. Infiltration is successful. X-0 Black aboard vessel. Repeat, X-0 Black is aboard the vessel. I see how that's been going. But now, Chapter 5! The Key to Pirates. Let's get ourselves on a pirate adventure. Oh my gosh, the ship looks so cool. Day star, month X0. Over the protest of my crew, the SS Flavion has set sail. Is this voyage as reckless as they say? Ah, I must scoff. Flavio will show them guts. Okay, so it's been a day. Month, star, day, XX. Another day of good wind, white clouds, then dazzle me. It's as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartedly. Okay, the next day. Month, star, day, X, note. Things are going smoothly, perhaps even too smoothly for my comfort. At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. Skull Captain Caster's gaze, red jewel shines in plains, boom, bassa, boom, festival! The Stash Brothers, best of friends, 3 tenths red, there's land on his end. Blue stashed his belly 4 times, his wax, so let's hear those fireworks go boom. At the boom, bassa, boom, festival! Yes, now we are talking! Flavio told you, did he not? Nothing to fear, no? The island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh, I feel fabulous. Shall I tell you one of my many tales of raw bravery? No, it is no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Yes, but even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. Great, he started again. A tale of bravery, right? I've heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to. We just have to listen until he's finished. Yeah, if you interrupt him mid-story, he actually loses it, too. Why is the... What? Wait, what's going on here? The ship's stopping. Oi, Master Flavio. Awful sorry to interrupt that wicked story, but the ship stopped. Ah? Stopped, you say to me, after interrupting a story of passion and fury? Well, it is your job to keep the ship moving, yes, So take care of it. I see no issue with the ship itself, and I assure you I'm not so rusty a sailor as I would admit it. I'll investigate. Roy Crick, wait a tick. How did he climb up there? Doop. Well, we don't see anything. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just cause of stupid, just way a super Goomba stomping minute, you scallywags. Oh. Clouds are rolling in. Must be Florida weather. Oi, quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I'll say it, quick shoving. Oh! Oh no, that's not good. He's freaking out. They're here! What
What is the ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on? Oh, we're attacked by Ghost. Ooh. No, they're upon us! They're Ghost! All of the rumors were true! What do we do? We gotta get out of here! Ah! Do not panic ourselves, it is just a dream that we are all having! Awake! No! Quickly! Move the boat! Ooh, oh dear, there's a lot of them! Oh, jeez. Oh, ghostly oothing thing, are you really the savage pirate king? Hey, help me! Back up now, everyone, remain civilized, relax, don't panic! Relax, 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 I say, you simply must take it easy! What? Oh no! They're knocking people off the ship! Bobbery, no! Excuse me, listen, everyone, if we could form an early line without shoving, right after... Whoa! This is bad. We must get out of here! Abandoned ship! Every rich marvelous merchant for themselves! Oh no. Well, so much for an indestructible ship. Just saying. Monstar de Extar. Fortune from disaster. The kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that it's this island, Key was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn. Sorry. And yet we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. It pains me to think they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now, ah? We must be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. We have made a semblance of a civilized life here. The ship's flotsam washed in, and now we have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on this salty bounty of the sea, but then what, I ask? Well, you guys should learn to fish and hunt. We have built a few huts from the washed-up timbers. Oh, poor sweet Esses Flavian, at least the shanties keep out the wind and rain. We still have had no sign of Barbary and the others, and my heart, she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. Mumstar Day 0x. 3 days on the isle now, and the huts are all finished. We have carved a life out here, though we all dream of a return to Rogueport. We've been stranded on the island for 3 days. Oi, Captain Stash! Hey, Papatch. It ain't much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest in. Come have a look. Sure thing. So here we are, stranded on the island. I guess let's take a look and see what's going on around here. So they've turned the ship into a store. Captain, please help us! Flavio and Papatch are in a huge fight! Oh, what are they barking about? And what about you, Squinty? You turned into jelly when you saw those ghosts. What are you talking about? You were the one quaking in his boots, Fancy Pants. Wait 1 moment. Did you just call the great Flavio Fancy Pants? That's right, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants. Why, you little cyclops! Flavio demands satisfaction! You, me, hammers at dawn! Oh, that's rough on me! I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads! So they're doing a classic shootout, but with hammers. They're here! Uh-oh. Captain Stash, them ghosts are back! Uh-oh, they really are back. The Mario, front and center, this is the order! Take care of those ghosts! Alright then, we got ourselves our first fight. So, we're dealing with ghostly creatures. We can't flee this fight, and we got lucky for our ability.
First thing, I want to tattle these guys. So. And these are ghostly spirits. They're ember spirits, I believe. Oh, yeah, that's an ember. Sort of a pale blue flame spirit. Kind of spooky. 8 HP, 3 attack, 0 defense. Of course, that's the thing of the flame. Touching it will hurt. Did Mama teach you that? Here's another thing you should know. Something horrible is likely to happen if you attack it with fire. Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attacks, though, so that's something. So if you get hit by a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to get well. Or block well. Yep. Yeah, these guys hit for a lot of damage, and they will set you on fire if you're not careful. Yeah, they'll also attack your partners if you're not careful. Hey, we lucked out. Right, so... Yeah, so I believe if you hit them with fire, they're going to heal. Like, let me demonstrate. Yeah, they heal if you... Oh, and they multiply as well. Yeah, so... She was definitely right saying something dangerous will happen if you do that. Okay, let me try a dizzy dial and see if I can make him dizzy enough. Oh, nice! They all got dizzy. Okay. Yep, their attacks are gonna miss, likely. Ow! Of course, the one time I choose not to block because I assume it's gonna miss. Of course, yeah, it's always the one guy. I forget that Dizzy does not stun them for a turn. It actually just makes their attacks susceptible to missing. I guess we can try out our new star power, Art Attack. This is a pretty good high damaging move. What you want to do is you just want to draw circles around the enemy to do as much damage as you can. The more they are in the circle, the more damage you'll do. Yep, and specifically, like if they're half in the circle, they'll only do a little bit of damage. Nice, we beat them, and... No, we didn't get a level up. I don't know why I thought we did. I just saw how low our star points were. Yes, you're a bloomin' beast, Captain Stash! Too early to celebrate, no. There are surely more of them elsewhere, huh? Someone must investigate the rest of the island. Yes, that is what it must be. As leader of this expedition, I, of course, should stay here. On this I brook no argument. Ah, yes, of course. Mario, perhaps you can handle the exploration on this island? No way, pal. Ah, well, we cannot just sit here and sun ourselves all day like mermaids, huh? Someone must get out there and look around. It is not a thing to be argued. So, we'll decide this fair and square, Anyone all in favor of Mario exploring this island? Raise your hands. All for it. Oh, heck yes! Good luck, pal. Ah, there you have it. We all count on you. Good luck, Bold Explorer. And apparently the Battle Master is here too. I don't know. How the heck did you get to this island? Hey kid, I need someone from the old Battle Master. No, I just want to know why you're on this island. Well, guess we're up to explore the island. Next time on Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door, we'll be seeing what this island has in store for us. And we'll be adventuring then. With that being said, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!